Who could forget what happened here May 18th, 2024? Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight title. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be.
It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs. He bounced back from cancer as a 2-time middleweight world champion and has fought the best of the best in his division. Let's see what he's got for us here in this one.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brownsville, New York, here is a 2-time middleweight champion of the world, introducing Daniel Jacobs.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute now.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Right on the button with that right hand. You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. And that will do it. Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of... And here he is.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
And this one has all of those big... And there's the bell to start round 1. It's all offense, all the time. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Caution is being thrown to the wind. That jab misses. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Both men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss with the hook. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
And there's the bell for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting the counter punchers, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Couldn't land that jab. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Catch and shoot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Do you believe what we're seeing? And that left hook doesn't find its target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
There's the bell to start round three. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those popped areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Nice counter shot. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Those counter punches have to hurt. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Beautiful counter punch. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance.
There's the bell for round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. They threw the hook. It didn't land. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't.
And there's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They drop their guard, they get caught. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. Look at the size of an average man.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That hook doesn't score. That uppercut does not score. much for boxing. This is a fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Let's start the sixth. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
You can tell he's struck. Oh, wait a minute! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch is beginning to take its toll. Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. No rest for the weary. That counter shot lands. This round could hold that thought. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know. Here we go. It's round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Whoa, wait a minute! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. How about that time counter shot? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Incredible work rate. Good counter punching. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to...
The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
So time back in. Let's keep fighting. This round's still up for grabs. Talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell's up.
There's the bell to start round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. How did they not go down?
Defense is everything because they got shot one.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Crawford is dazed. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Crawford in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision.